Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Metroid Prime. This is episode number 18. And in this episode, oh my goodness, what are we doing in this episode? Well, I guess the map is about to tell us. Numerous distress beacons detected. Well, I don't care about that, I'd rather scan an elevator. Just kidding. Alright, we're going to be headed to the Talon overworld. And we're going to be inspecting the Frigate crash site and actually entering the Frigate once again. It's the same one that we were on at the beginning of the game. I believe it is called Frigate Orpheon, if I remember correctly. That sounds about right. But anyway, we have some exploring to do in there. We actually have something that we have to get. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. We're going to take that little path all the way up to a new area that we haven't been to yet called the Phazon Mines, because there is a piece of equipment that we need to pick up from there in order to progress further. And that's just pretty much how the game works. It's constantly just picking up new equipment. But you knew that already. Alright, so I want to pick up that missile expansion there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That is poisonous and that hurts. Not cool. Alright, so here we are in the Frigate crash site already. There's going to be some jetpack pirate guys. You can kill them with super missiles, or you can use the ice beam to freeze them, although you do have to let them get close to you for that to happen. Doesn't really matter which. I guess it depends on your amount of missiles that you're carrying at this point. I did grab a couple of missile expansions over the last couple of episodes, so really? How did that just happen? Anyway, I did grab a couple of missile expansions over the last couple of episodes, and so I'm not doing too bad, at least a lot better than I was before. Is that just a dying space pirate? A bunch of dying space pirates that were injured in the crash, I guess. I did not get a chance to scan them, but I do not believe they give you any new data. Or data, however you want to say it. Anyway, this is where we need to be. You can also use the grapple beam there in that room that we were just in. But I'm going to do that later on. There is also something that we can get in that room underwater as well, now that we have the gravity suit. But again, I'm going to come back anyway, so I'll just grab it then. Alright, so this is the entrance into the Frigate, and make sure you have the gravity suit at this point. That's why I didn't come here first, even though this is technically where we're supposed to go. You do need to have the gravity suit, otherwise you just will not be able to progress far enough through this underwater, or partially underwater spaceship thingamajiggy. Alright, so while we're just going through here and just going through a bunch of stuff that's not that interesting, I figured I'd go over what's going to be happening on the channel. What was even hitting me? I was getting killed before the door even opened. How does that make sense? Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the channel a little bit because I've got some stuff coming up that I figured I would let you guys in on. First of which is, I know uploading has been very sporadic following my vacation, and then I had issues, technological problems, and now that I'm kind of getting back on track, things are still kind of sporadic. I'm going to be getting onto a schedule, that way everybody knows what's going on, and I will be releasing that. I'll put it on the website, which I have in the link to, or I have a link to in each description for every video, so you can find it. And that way you'll know what videos are coming out when, and on what days to look for whatever videos you're looking for. And it'll stay the same every week, so that'll make things a lot easier. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that we're going to be doing a giveaway, which is just pretty awesome. I think you guys are going to like it. That'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, so make sure to check back if you're interested. Should be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Just some basic stuff that I wanted to throw at you guys. And Well, I guess I should get back to the actual game that's going on here, huh? So, we are deep underwater here in the frigate. Make sure that you scan these space pirates because they're actually aqua pirates, different from the normal jetpack pirates. They use modified thruster packs and torpedo-like missile projectiles. Thermal tracking is still very useful, and they haven't been able to eliminate the heat signature from their jetpacks, so that's why they're so easily trackable by the thermal visor. But you don't really need to do that. You can see them from anywhere, and they're never in complete darkness, so it's more or less just a waste of time. It's much easier to just use the combat visor. Anyway, what was I saying? Actually, I don't think I was talking about anything, so I can just stop with that. Once you kill the space pirates, there's not really a whole lot else to do in this room. There might be thermal thingamajiggy doohickeys. What do you call them? Conduits, in order to open the door that we need to go through. That happens a couple of times throughout this little mini level. I don't remember, quite frankly, if it's in this specific room or not. But we're going to find out, I suppose. Yeah, I can't scan that from here. I'm too far away. This door has no power for nearby power conduits. Should be located. Okay, so it turns out that we need to find 4 of these. There's 1. And generally speaking, they're pretty easy to find. Even though you're underwater. I don't know why that means anything. There we go, that's 3. And there's the 4th one. I don't know if I can hit it from here. Are you gonna make me go all the way down there? Really? Or is that underneath something? Oh. I guess I could have hit it from there. Oh well. I'm not in a rush. This can be a longer episode. The last couple of episodes have been kind of short and kind of boring because it's just been like backtracking and missile expansion finding, and there's going to be more of that in the not too distant future because we still have a lot of missile expansions to get before the end of the game, and the end of the game is actually rapidly approaching. I don't know, we're not necessarily there yet. We haven't gotten a lot of the key items, but I'm thinking that this whole series is going to be less than 30 episodes, and we're at 18 right now, so we don't have that much longer to go, which is actually kind of sad because I am actually enjoying this playthrough a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be rough, simply because I hadn't played the game in so long, and it can be a difficult game to track everything down in, but I'm having a great time, so it's kind of sad to sense that it's kind of sort of almost coming to an end, although I'm not going to jump the gun on that. Alright, so in this room there's also going to be a power conduit or 2. There's actually something else in this room. You can blow up this glass grating with a concussive blast, and that doesn't mean that you need to necessarily use a missile. You can also use the charge beam, and once you head inside you can find an energy tank, and those are always welcome, especially because a couple of the bosses that we do have coming up towards the end of the game are not terribly difficult, but they can deal a lot of damage, so having the extra bar or 2 of energy never hurts. Oh, we have incoming scan data. Foreign technology present. Active transport located. And I guess that's where we're headed, so let's check it out. And we're on our way there. Kinda, sorta. Transport to Phazon Mines East. And as I was... Ouch, that was not cool. As I was saying earlier on in the episode, that's where we're going to leave off when we do finally make it to Phazon Mines. So that's our goal for this episode, however long it takes. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so this part is kind of tricky, I guess, if you're not really paying attention, or I guess if you've never played the game before. You do have to turn around and jump the opposite direction in order to be able to reach the platforms. And you also have to do it in a timely fashion, otherwise the Aqua Reapers will come out and smack you around a little bit. Nothing that an expert gamer like myself can't handle, though. Wink, wink. I'm just kidding, I'm not an expert gamer. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this room. I'm pretty sure I got all the power conduits. So, well, that was the last one. So there we go. It restores power to the door. If you don't get all the power conduits, you're going to have to go back down and come back up. And it's all very tedious. I'm not a fan of these water levels. In fact, I'm not a fan of a water level in any game, as I complained about it in the Ocarina of Time, too. And I'll probably complain about it in the next game that I'm going to do, which also has numerous water levels. I'm not going to give that away, though. Some people know what it is, but for those of you that don't, I'd like to keep it a surprise for now. Alright, so blow up the turret there. That's really the only thing that's going to bother you, at least while you're above water. And you can knock it out with a charge beam and a missile shot, which isn't too difficult. The one thing that I thought that they could have done in this area that they don't do is, or that they didn't do, it's past tense, is they could have added a lot more enemies, especially around where these turrets are. You could have like a space pirate infestation and not just the stupid torpedo-packed space pirates underwater, because that's kind of lame. I don't understand why they can't have like gravity suit technology, because they replicate all of your other technology eventually. Talking about the space pirates. So I don't see why they can't implement gravity suit technology or something like that to make this place more of a challenge. Because the most challenging part of this entire level, if you even want to call it a level, is finding the thermal thingies. I don't know what the word is. Conduit, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Make sure you scan these guys. These are also aqua versions of the drones that appear above the water, so they do have their own log. The space pirates have adapted a number of Sentry's drones for use in liquid environments. Drones utilize an arsenal and artificial intelligence suit similar to their cousins. And yes, they're vulnerable to the wave beam, just as their land cousins are. So just hit them with a charge beam shot, and that'll be it. If you scan this little wall here, you'll see that it is vulnerable to a super missile shot because it's made of cordite. Blow it up with your super missile, and you can get a missile expansion. And trust me, you're going to want to get that now, because coming back to get that later is really annoying, because this is kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it's not really near any elevators or transport areas or anything like that. So yeah, this place is just a bitch to get to later. Trust me. Alright, so I'm missing a conduit. There's one. Is that the only one? No, there has to be another one that I missed that's up here. That just doesn't make sense. There it is, okay. I knew it was there. So there should be 3 in this room? Honestly, I don't even know. I'm not even reading if it's telling me how many conduits to look for. Oh well. So this section is actually almost over. We should be almost out of the frigate. This part isn't that long, especially if you know what you're doing. And really, by know what you're doing, all you really need to know how to do is find these conduits. Nothing exciting. And you also don't get any new equipment here, which I think is kind of strange. There's kind of a long gap, because now our goal is just to get to an elevator or a transport to a new area and not actually get an item, which is unusual. Why was I trying to shoot that conduit with the power beam? That makes no sense. As you could see when we were in the thermal visor thingy, HUD, the heat signatures from the space pirates, the aqua pirates, I'm sorry, was crazy high. They turn like all different colors. You can see them from a mile away, as is described in the description. I guess that's more of an Easter egg than anything else. Alright, more power conduits in this room, and my goodness, this could not get any more boring if it tried. Once you hit those two, it's going to power up the door above, and that is our ticket out of here, and I don't believe there are any other items in here. In fact, I believe the only two items that we're going to be looking for the entire time that we're here in the frigate was the energy tank that we got and the missile expansion that we already got as well. So I think we're done, actually, which is kind of sad. Speaking of missiles, I really need to recharge my missiles because I'm all the way down to 61. It's kind of low, and I don't even know how many I'm carrying total, but I feel like 61 is a really low number. I already scanned them. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. I need to get out of here. The water pressure is just getting to me. Alright, we're almost there. Connection elevator to deck beta. And another dead space pirate. These guys are everywhere. It'd be really cool, like I was saying, if you just got ambushed by, like, space pirates that somehow survived or something. Aqua sac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma, believed to be in the same family as a sap sac. This plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. This protective response keeps most creatures from preying on it. Well, isn't that exciting? The sac cousins. As exciting and enthralling as that is, I'm gonna say we're gonna move on. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going here. It looks like we're going down and there should be a door. There it is. Or is that where I just came from? I don't know what's going on. I'm already confused. No. That was the door that I came from. This is where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so doesn't appear as though there's anything else in here except a morph ball hole. And actually, there might be an item in here. We might as well check it out. So when you're underwater like this, it really delays the time period for trying to do super jumps or double jumps with the morph ball bomb. I guess there wasn't an item in there. Oh well. I feel like there should have been, though. Let's go check again. I feel like I missed something. Should I or should I not? Yeah, let's go down. I really feel like I'm missing something. And I do not want to have to come back here. I really don't. I feel like it's right up there. Like there should be a way to get up there. Maybe if I just time it right. See what I'm talking about? You float down, so you have to like time it so that when the ball comes down, just at the right moment that it explodes. Because the explosion there is something up here. If the explosion hits you but not at the right time, you won't jump and it'll just go right through you. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but then again, this is a Nintendo game, so keep that in mind. This might take a while. Crap. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, dear God. See what I mean? You get really close, and then they're just like, nope. It's just gonna diffuse right through you. I was so close. Wow. Okay. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, this is just wonderful. Alright, well... Oh, wait. No. So I guess I'll just take this opportunity while I'm failing at this to talk about something else. Nintendo announced earlier, I don't know if it was this week or last week. Already losing the concept of time here. But they announced not only a price cut for... There we go, finally. Energy tank. It was worth it. My hunch was correct. Anyway, that only took like 5 minutes. Anyway, what I was talking about was Nintendo announcing a price cut for the Wii U finally after denying it for like ever, which I honestly saw that one coming. I'm sure a lot of you did as well. What I really wanted to mention was the new DS. They announced a 2DS, which honestly is probably the stupidest idea they've had in a long time. I don't know if you got to take a look at it. Actually, we have an article about it on our website. You can check that out as well. I linked the the introduction video that they presented, and it really just looks like two old school, like original Game Boys glued on top of each other. It doesn't fold up or anything like many of the other clamshell style, like the Game Boy Advance SP and all the other DS models do. It's smaller. Honestly, it looks like a door stopper, and I kept referring to that as such in the article. That's just because that's what it looks like. It's just a dumb idea. It's cheaper than a 3DS, but it plays all the same games, and it also plays just regular DS games as well as 3DS games. But they removed the 3D technology, and I don't know. I feel like it's just a really bad idea. It's been getting a lot of flack throughout the week, so feel free to leave your comments about what you feel about that, because I don't know, I'm just really curious. I feel like I might be overreacting a little bit with how adamant I am about this being a really bad idea, but I don't know. I feel like it's just really stupid. But I don't know, I could just be crazy. Anyway, we're back in the Talon overworld here. I guess we technically never left, but we made it out of the Frigate at last. But at least we did it in one episode. And we made our way to the wrong elevator. Awesome. Not what I wanted to do. But anyway, when you do make it back, really? I leave the room for 5 seconds and all the enemies come back. That makes a lot of sense. What I was saying was that when you do surface from the Frigate, you arrive back at the Talon 4 overworld at the Great Tree Hall, which we've been in this room before, at least part of it. It was previously accessible before this point, and I'm not sure which door I'm actually looking for. I guess I just got confused and looked for an elevator. I don't know what I did there. No, I didn't want to do that either. My goodness. I need to play more often because I am certainly rusty. Okay, now we're in the right place. Intense radiation detected. Hence, all of the crazy-looking, dangerous-looking blue stuff. And yes, if you go in it like that, it's gonna hurt you. So don't do that. And yeah, we'll figure out what that is later. I hate these spiny things. Very annoying. Okay, so this is going to grant us access to Phazon Mines East. And that's where we need to head next because we need to find a new weapon. Finally, because it just feels like it's been a long time since we got anything useful. But anyway, I'm actually going to end the episode off here. I think we got enough done. We made some progress. And yes, we also bored ourselves. And I probably bored you as well. But now we get into the interesting part. The Phazon Mines are a lot of fun. It's very action-packed. A lot of stuff to do as well. So we'll be getting into that next time. But thank you very much for watching, folks. And please stay tuned for episode number 19. Game on.